Welcome, 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 Pick Three at a Glance family and first time viewers. What we have here today is going to be how to look at mirror numbers on the Pick 3. It's imperative that you understand the mirroring system when playing Pick 3. Okay? Alrighty. So my number one rule when playing Pick 3 or playing the lottery is don't play out of greed or the need of greed. Go slow and you will get more. So that's what I've learned out of 30 years of dealing with the Pick 3 and tracking these numbers. I've been old enough to know day one they started doing Pick 3 in Missouri, and I started off like everybody else, playing with luck, getting frustrated, wasn't hitting no numbers, buying a whole bunch of paper from not hitting numbers, just stacking up lottery tickets, and lottery tickets wasn't nothing but paper. And now I said, okay, it has to be a better way. I was looking in every book. I had probably 100 books. I had studied everything I could and still wasn't satisfied with the strategies that I'd seen. So I said, okay, I got to do better than this. So I came up with my own strategy. And now I play for fun. I really do. I play for fun because I can track the actual 1,000 numbers with my strategies called Pick Three at a Glance. You can get five really strategies that I use. That's going to be all in this video, and you come up be a bigger and better winner, and you'll have patience, and you'll be able to look at all 1,000 numbers at a glance. Always know what's going on with the numbers, and you will always know why you plan your numbers if you're doing the homework. If you're not doing the homework, I'm gonna just not shoot the jive with you. Go buy you some quick picks. You come out, I guess. I don't know. I know you won't come out better, but that'll leave a whole lot of frustration. But if you want to win big, lot not no lucky big, but more on a consistent basis from knowing why you plan your numbers, then you're gonna do the work. And if you're not, then I'm here to help you. But if you're not, I'm not gonna let you waste my time, and I ain't gonna waste your time, because I know what tracking the actual 1,000 numbers will do for you. For one, it'll let you know when somebody's lying to you about Pick 3. Because if you're tracking the numbers in your own state and seeing what's going on with the numbers for your state, when somebody tell you a strategy that doesn't line up with tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, you'll know that they're lying to you. So here we go. All right, Pick 3, winning big, understanding mirror numbers, having a total strategy to track all 1,000 numbers. Always know why you plan your numbers if you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, okay? And here's the numbering system with the mirroring system. It's a very simple, easy system to understand, and it's basically based off the 111 rundown. Go to my previous videos showing the 111 rundown, and it explained how to do the 111 rundown. And but here, basically, what I'm doing is explaining mirrored numbers and how to look at them. So you got 0 on this number graph. You got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 on top, and you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the bottom. So the top numbers represent triple zeros to 499, okay? And the bottom numbers represent 500 to 999, okay? Again, triple zeros to 499, 500 to 999. All it did was cut the 1,000 numbers in half, starting with the triple zeros. And what it is, these numbers mirror each other or same as, okay? So 0 mirrors a 5, 5 mirrors a 0, 1 mirrors a 6, 6 mirrors a 1, 2 mirrors a 7, 7 mirrors a 2, 3 mirrors a 8, 8 mirrors a 3, 4 mirrors a 9, 9 mirrors a 4, or you would say same as. Here you got, now we're going to use actual Pick 3 numbers. Let's say on the first one you played 0, 1, 2, and the lottery played 5, 6, 7. All right. 5, 6, 7 is the same as 0, 1, 2, just vice versa. Again, a 0 same as a 5, 5 same as a 0, 1 same as a 6, 6 same as a 1, 7 same as a 2, 2 same as a 7. All right, same with 1, 2, 3. The same as 6, 6, 7, 8. If you play 1, 2, 3, the lawyer plays 6, 7, 8, or vice versa. They just played the mirror of those 1,000 numbers that mirror each other from the top and the bottom. If you played triple zeros and the lottery played 5, 5, 5, all they did was play the opposite number of what you were playing, the actual opposite number of those 1,000 numbers. That's the actual opposite number. And the same with if you played a double like 2, 3, 3, and the lottery played 7, 8, 8. All they did was play the opposite number of those 1,000 numbers that you were playing. All right? So it's imperative that you understand the mirrors. If you don't, leave a comment or text me or email me. Okay? Now here with the pick 3 at a glance strategy, I take 22 numbers, do the 1-1 rundown on these 22 numbers, which I call base numbers, and I have all 1,000 possible combinations for the lottery, for the pick 3. Okay? For each one of these columns, I have the doubles and I have the singles. The singles here, they can come 6 different ways. Okay? The singles can come 6 different ways. And you got 0, 1, 2. These are the base numbers that I do the 1-1 rundown on. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 4, 0, 1, 5, 0, 1, 6, 0, 1, 7, 0, 1, 8, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2, 5, 0, 2, 6, 0, 2, 7, and 0, 3, 7. All right? When you do the base number, and these come in 6 different ways, and each one of these columns represents 60 numbers. Okay? Each column represents 60 numbers. You got 12 of them. 12 times 60 give you 720 numbers of those 1,000 numbers that you're looking at with just these 12 columns. There's half your numbers right there. And with the 1-1 rundown, each one of these columns have its mirror or opposite number in it, or same number, like that on column 1. Okay? You got the 0, 1, 2. You got 0, 1, 2. You go down. There's the 5, 6, 7. You got the 2, 3, 4. You got the 1, 2, 3. You go down. There's the 6, 7, 8. You got the 2, 3, 4. You go down. 7, 8, 9. Each one of these columns numbers mirror each other. Let's pick another one. Let's go with column 4 with the 0, 1, 5. 0, 1, 5. You go down. You got the 5, 6, 0. Okay? The 1, 2, 6, mirror it, is 6, 7, 1. The reason being why that's important, as you marking off the numbers to build your lottery pool of numbers, whenever you get a column, as you go on through, you're going to mark the numbers off each month. Each one of these sheets, like the doubles here, you're going to start a new sheet every month. That way, each one of these sheets, you'll know what column didn't hit and what numbers didn't fall off that column. Again, let me say it. You're going to do this here. You're going to build these here. You're going to do this every month. All right? And what you're going to do, tracking the numbers, getting the pool of numbers, working with the law of average, you're going to always know what column is due and what numbers are due off that column. All right? That's why, and then when you find a column where the number in its opposite, a mirror number hadn't played, then you want to play those two. Because working with the law of average, one of those two is going to come. One of those two are going to come. All right? As you're tracking, you'll start seeing how easy and simple this is because it'll make sense. It's easy to do. Right here, you're going to do the same with the doubles. All the doubles in each column is opposite in the mirror. That's why the 1-1-1 rundown is the best rundown to have. Okay, because look at triple zeros. If you look at triple zeros, you go down that column, there's triple fives. triple ones, you go down that column, there's triple sixes. Now on your doubles, you only have 3 ways that they can come. All right, you got 3 ways that they can come. So each one of these columns represent 30 numbers. With the singles, you got 60 numbers on each column times 12. That gives you 720 numbers. 720 numbers. With the doubles, you got 9 columns really, but the triples is by themselves, which is 10 numbers. You take 9 times 30, gives you 270 numbers. So you take that 720 plus the 270 gives you 990 numbers. Then with the triples, which is 10, gives you all 1,000 numbers on these 22 little columns here that I'm showing you. See how I'm showing you that? On these 22 columns with the 22 numbers with the 111 rundown on them. So you got 12 columns on the singles and 10 columns on the doubles. Simple. And everything mirrors each other. That's the key. You ain't got a whole bunch of different numbers. And everything's in numerical order. Easy to recognize, easy to look at. So that's why I call it pick 3 at a glance. You ain't got to be looking at a whole bunch of different numbers like you do with the tic-tac-toe, dates on grids, flips and mirrors, and trying to X out a number and mirror this number to that number. It's all done on each column already. Just look at it. Let's look at column 1 on the doubles. You got 001. To mirror it, 556. You always know what number and its mirror has failed or has not failed off of those columns. And what you're looking for as you're tracking and playing your numbers, you want to find what number and its mirror hasn't failed when you hit, because you'll start hitting when you start tracking your own numbers for your own state. I'm emphasizing, I'm going to beat this like a wore out horse or something, is that you have to track your own numbers. You have to know what number of mirror has failed and what mirror hasn't failed. You're going to have to do it if you're going to study play pick 3, or like I say, just get some quick picks. Now, here, the same thing, another strategy is knowing in what position the number has not fallen in, because you're working with the law average. You finding the number, the less in the pools, you're marking off most of those numbers, or those 1,000 numbers, to lessen the pool of the numbers that you have to look at playing from, the actual numbers, not them different, all 20 different kind of shaped numbers and angles. You're not looking at that. You're looking at the actual 1,000 numbers. So what I did with the code numbers, you go from 3 columns from 0 to 9 on 3 columns, and say this 927 came in. Okay, I'd mark off the 9 in the front, the 2 in the middle, and the 7 on the end. Okay, the next number come in, I'll make up a number. Let's say 110 came in. I'll mark off the 1 on the front, the 1 in the middle, 0 on the end. Let's say triple twos came in. I'll mark off 222. 2 on the front, 2 in the middle, 2 on the end. So now let's say that 927 ain't played in. So you'll see now what you're looking for is whatever numbers are left is the numbers you're looking at to know where to place them in case you're playing one of those numbers with a number that you play daily. That's your everyday carry number or something. I have everyday carry numbers that I play. So when I see something like this, I always want to know when them numbers didn't fail different. Like say this 927 is one of my, let's say it is one of my everyday carries. And I realized 2 didn't fall on the end and the 927 ain't failed yet. That next month, and this is a monthly mark-off sheet, I'm going to play it as 972 for the rest of that next month and 792 for the rest of that month, plus my 927. So the way I would play it is 927 straight box, 972 50 straight, and 792 50 straight. That way I ain't burning up a lot of money. That's $2. You see what I'm saying? But I know why I'm playing these numbers, and I know what position I'm playing these numbers in at all times. Okay? And another thing I like about it if say the 2 don't fall on the back and the 7 don't fall on the back, you know that 2 and 7 is to mirror each other. You definitely want to look at playing a number that you have a 2 and a 7 in. You want to play both of them numbers on the back, the 2 and the 7. But as you start tracking, you'll see what I'm talking about. And if not, just, put something in the comment or email me. And here's pairs. It's imperative that you know what pairs have been played and not played each month. Each month. Each day, really. Because you're going to be tracking every day. But by the end of the month, you need to know what pairs didn't fall the previous month. Okay? So let's say this triple twos again. It's a single number. So that pair, I would mark off the double twos knowing that the double 2 pairs fail. Let's say with another double like the 551. What I do is I mark off the 551. I mark off the double 5s and I'll mark off the 15 or the 1-5. That way I know that pair has failed. And it's 370. That's 3 different numbers, so you're going to have 3 different pairs. You're going to have the 03, the 07, and the 37 that you're going to mark off. So at the end of the month, whatever pairs you didn't mark off, them the pairs you're going to look to know how to play. Okay? So you can have, when you find a pair that you want to play, and you've hit and you want to track it, you can play, let's say you play the this 370 and you know that it ain't failed as a pair. You play 370, 371, 372, 373, 374, 375, all the way down to 379. You play that whole row. So anything with that 37 in it, you win automatically. 50-cent box if you want to play it that way. But you can strategize, you can build a skill set, you can work with the actual 1,000 numbers and know what's going on in your state. No number states runs the same, period. Numbers cross paths. In Missouri, you got midday and evening. Them numbers cross paths midday and evening all the time. The same number that run midday can run evening, but that don't mean the total pattern is running the same. You got 1 in 1,000 odds on those numbers. That 1,000 number like come out any kind of way, anytime. But it's one thing that you always have to your advantage is working with the law average. The law average, more likely than not, this will happen. So if I took, for that example, for the more likely than not this would happen, let's take triples. If you play 10 triples, all the 10 triples every day for the whole year, more likely than not, you're going to get 3 triples exact. You might get triple 1s, triple 3s, or triple 8s that whole year. That's all. More likely than not, that's all you're going to get. And sometimes less. More time might be less. Because triples are the hardest numbers to hit and pay the least. Well, they pay the same in most cases, but it's hard to hit them because you can only hit them one way. Okay? So I do not deal with triples at all most of the year, period. If a triple don't fall by November, December, then I'm looking at the triples and I done gathered enough data to know what single triple to play. I ain't playing all 10 of those triples. Because by the end of the year, if ain't no triple fail, I got enough data to zero in on the triples that I need to play to win. For example, let me go here with the front pair and back pair, but these on the pairs. When you collect the pairs, you want to know what you're doing with the pairs. Okay? Okay, now here's front pair, back pair. The numbers at the top are the same as the numbers at the bottom. So I'll give an example of what I mean about the pairs. And the triples, especially those triples. People are throwing their money, just buying a whole lot of paper trying to play for triples. That's all you're buying because you ain't hitting. You're just buying paper. You're just buying paper. And if you ain't tracking numbers, you buying a whole lot of paper. That's all I can say. Because you ain't really winning. And if you're going by what everybody's telling you to do like I used to, then I'm telling you, you just playing in the dark. Yeah, because I want you to play because you want to, not because you have to, because you ain't paid your light bill, your home bill, your dog bill, your cat bill, your rat bill. You ain't paid nobody bill like I was. I wasn't paying no bills trying to dig myself out of a hole I got myself in, and there was nothing out there to show me how to get out that hole, really. Until I say, wait a minute. I got to start tracking the actual 1,000 numbers to see what's going on with these 1,000 numbers in my state. Because there ain't no way what's going on in somebody else's state going on in my state when you got Texas that got 4 draws. You got another state got 3 draws. You got another state got 2 draws. You got another state got 1 draw. Now I need to see what's going on Missouri with 2 draws. That's what happened. This sister came out of, maybe greed and need and desperation. But I ain't there no more with the pick through the glass strategy. Okay, that's all I'm try to offer to you guys and ladies. Okay, but on the triples, let me get back to where I was at. On the triples again, I realized in 2022, double eights on the front only failed 1 time in January. And that's what I mean by tracking. Then I was tracking because I'm always looking to see where, if a triple fall or in the end of the year, if I can play a triple. By September, no triple had failed, and the 8s hadn't failed no more on the front or the back. So September, when I won, I picked up triple 8s to add to my lottery pool of numbers to play. And I was playing 8s on the front, 8s on the back. I was changing my dog name to 8, and I was thinking, telling them to have some babies. They have 8 babies. I was on them 8s. I'm telling y'all, I hit them pretty good. It did my subscribers. They hit them good too for Missouri and online subscribers, because they, what I'm saying makes sense. What I'm saying is making sense if you think about it. Don't play them 8s all year. In 2023, my brother, everybody was yelling, play 777, play 777. My brother's putting $30 on 777s, $10 on 777s. It wasn't a 777 in sight, midday or evening. You only got 3 triples for the whole year. On midday, you got 000s and 222s. And then on evenings, you only got 000s, period. You know how to say the word period. Don't chase them triples. I'm telling y'all, you're going to be buying paper. You're going to be buying paper. That's what I call it. Okay? So that's basically the front pairs and the back pairs. Okay? And you'll learn more about mirroring and how to mirror the numbers as you go along and follow me and look at my videos. But tracking is the king. Tracking is king. That's all I'm gonna say. Tracking is king. You can tracking your own numbers is king. And then other states, I got subscribers that now use to pick 3 at glance to hit in other states because they can play online. I'm not an online player, so I wouldn't have a whole lot of detail about that. I'm over here in Illinois off and on, staying with my daughter. But for some eye problems, I remember some eye issues, and going to the eye doctor, so she has to take me back and forth. But I'm thinking about playing Illinois online somehow. But I ain't playing in all them states. And if it depends on how I feel, I don't think I'm going to be playing Illinois too much, because I got all my data from Missouri. So I play where my data is at. I'm gathering it. And then I can focus on one state too, pretty much. Alrighty. So here's the disclaimer. I'll stay specific for Missouri, but if you're doing the work and you take a picture of the work you're doing and want me to look it over, I can look it over and make suggestions to you. But you're gonna have to do the work. Hey, you doing the work that you go. Well, I have a personal counseling for a fee, like. But you're gonna, when you start winning, you're just gonna send me money automatically. I know that, because you're gonna be so happy. You're gonna say, all right. you're gonna share with me and help the channel grow, I would hope. Okay, but yeah, all I can say is you're gonna be buying paper if you ain't tracking your numbers in your own state. That's what I'm gonna tell you. All right, track your own numbers for your own state. An easy, simple strategy. I can teach you in 30 minutes how to use it. I hope this helps. This is going to be a big help if you see what I'm talking about, the mirrored numbers and how easy it is, because you're going to always know what number in its opposite didn't fall. So you'll always know how to play your numbers and why to play them. No tic-tac-toe, no date sums, no root sums, no grizz, no flips, no multiple different rundowns. What I mean by multiple different rundowns, like the 1-1-1 rundown is my main rundown only. They got a 1-2-3 rundown. They got a 4-5-6 rundown. They got a 7-2-1 rundown. They got a 9-9-9 rundown. They got 3-6-9. They can make a rundown on all them 1,000 numbers, but the triple zeros. Don't that tell you something? To trying to find a number that's going to hit the next day, it ain't no animal out there like that. Ain't no system, no strategy. Once somebody tell you they got something that's going to show you what number coming the next day and guaranteed it, I got an arch I want to sell you. You know I live in St. Louis, Missouri. We got the arch. So if you want to buy that one, I got an arch I want to sell you, okay? Because I'll sure set it up for you. If you believe that one, okay. I'm just telling y'all, I'm putting it out there like it is, not like it was. You know that saying? Y'all heard that old school saying? I'm telling you like it is, not like it was, baby. Telling you like it is. And if you don't believe it, you just don't believe it. All right. But I'm trying to be square with you. I'm telling you, I'm letting you work with facts. Numbers don't lie. Your numbers ain't gonna lie to you when you start tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. And anybody lying to you about your numbers, you're gonna know they lying to you. Okay? Because you ain't nobody, I guarantee you ain't nobody gonna come here and tell me nothing about my St. Louis numbers and my hitting on St. Louis. You can probably come and see how many people can hit the numbers that I've been hitting in St. Louis evening draw. I ain't caring about no midday draw. But if I track midday, I can get you the same results on midday. Okay, because I'm tracking the actual 1,000 numbers and I have a strategy that does that. All right, and lotteries are set up for you to lose and not for you to win. And I think, with this wild ball, it might be a little trickery going on with this wild ball and fireball thing. But I got to keep tracking before I can really say for sure, because we only had it for a year in Missouri. So, but I'm watching them like a hawk, boy. I'm on them like stink on a skunk, boy, because I know this wild boy. I just think this wild ball, or fireball, or cash ball, whatever they want to call that fourth ball on this pick three, is out to do you. But I ain't gonna say nothing until I investigate a little bit more and let you know what the real deal is. All right, stop losing, start winning. Track your own numbers for your own state. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you need me, hit me up with the email, allsmallcaps@gmail.com. My Cash App is T-Morgan STL314. Now, don't all y'all start piling that money into my Cash App when y'all start winning and thanking me. All right. Well, if it overflow, I'll just pick up something, put it in my pocket. That's all. But, hey, I love y'all. And y'all gonna win. Ain't no doubt in my mind, because I can explain this just like I'm talking to you now. When you talk to me on the phone, I can explain it to you the same way. Okay? The actual 1,000 numbers, tracking them and hitting in your state, because your numbers are going to line up good for you to hit. When you start lining them up, and they might not line up in Missouri like that, you got to track the numbers and stop buying all this paper. So, family, play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.